Yo, hey there, hey, and thank you for tuning into this Monday pod of Born to Be a Star. It is Monday, another day, another opportunity for you to recognize your star power. Let's get into the beginning of the conversation by talking about yes, you can. Yes, you can decide you want to learn a new language. Yes, you can decide you want to be a home chef, or you want to order out and you want to use a DoorDash as your best friend. You can decide that you want to bake, or you can decide that you want to buy the cake at Big Y. Whatever you decide, you can do it. You can decide you want to learn a new language. You can decide you want a new hobby. You want to read a new book. You want to start a new movie or a new show. You can decide to do any of those things. You want to start a new podcast, or you want to start podcasting. Honestly, you can decide whatever you want and not feel bad about it. Outside of not feeling bad about that, you can also decide that you don't want to give up on anything that you're experiencing, even if it's bad, because you understand if you don't see it the full-fledged out to the end of it, you won't get to the best part of the story, which typically happens at the end of the story. That's where you see the happily ever after. And thank you, John Cena, for Never Give Up. It has inspired countless children with their make-a-wishes, and it has inspired many people as well. The mantra of never give up is understanding that you can't give up on something, you have to see things through. That's power, that's strength, that's courage. And you constantly have to have that, or you won't be successful in this world, because it's eat or be eaten. Following that is why not today. Indecisiveness and procrastination is not going to get you anywhere. I struggle with indecisiveness every day, but I'm getting better at making decisions and living with them. I'm getting better with making decisions and understanding what the outcome is going to be for me. Honestly, it is okay to change your mind and do things whatever way you want to do them. And that's it. And it's okay to be responsible, be reliable, do the things you said you're going to do, and not be somebody that's unreliable. Don't procrastinate. Don't be indecisive. Don't say one thing and then just change your mind. And if you are going to change your mind, understand that it might have consequences. You need to follow through with things. And if somebody called you, you need to call them back. If somebody emailed you, you need to email them back. You have to be responsible and reliable. Excuse Skip. He's a pig, like always. Yep. Thank you for announcing yourself for the listeners.
Oink.
Yeah, they love to know that there's a pig on set.
Oink.
Yes. Bye, Oink. He's in my podcast lair. Girl can't get no privacy. Oh my God, yo. Stop burping while I'm podcasting, dude. Jesus. Anyways, let's get to some of these headlines with no media allowed, no media allowed, no media allowed, because they'll lie to us anyway. So, Friday I told you about that Twitch star or whatever inciting all those idiots in New York to go get free stuff from him. Well, that backfired because he's in trouble. So there's that. And probably a bunch of people died in Chicago. They're still attacking Trump. And everything's really pathetic here in America. The greatest part of the weekend was when the American soccer team lost like the losers that they are. And I've never been happier to watch women lose at anything except for that. The leader of that losing club deserved everything she got with her stupid blue hair. And I was making fun of her, and it was very entertaining and joyful for me. She is an embarrassment to her own sport, and she'll go down as the biggest loser forever. She laughed about missing like it was funny. Are you kidding me? The Biden administration and the Democrats don't want Biden to debate. They don't even want him to debate RFK. They don't want him to debate anything. They want him in the basement, in the corner, silent. Why? Is it because if he starts talking and people ask him actual questions, he's not going to know how to answer anything like John Fetterman? Why don't they want Biden to talk? I wonder. No, you don't wonder. You know why they don't want him to debate. Because he can't debate. He can't walk. He doesn't even know what day it is. He is a vessel of their insanity. He is a puppet, and they are the puppet master. Biden doesn't control anything. The elite control him. That's why Mark Zuckerberg gave millions of dollars to the Democratic Party. That's why George Soros did the same thing with his DAs. These people can't hide. Everything that you do especially with money, especially with taxes, is documented in black and white. There's no way to hide. These people are despicable, despicable, corrupt convicts. And there's only one place for them: jail. So Biden might not want to debate anybody, but he doesn't need to debate anybody for us to know that he sucks. So there's that. Trump is winning, and they're upset, and they're jealous, and they're mad that Trump has a base of people that they can't buy the votes for. Trump has a base of people that aren't just white, they're black, they're West Indian, they're Indian, they're Chinese, they're Korean, and there are a bunch of other races too. And they don't like Biden because he lied, right? That's what they're dealing with. All you have to do as a Republican right now is point to the left and say, look at what they're doing. You don't really need to provide anything. They're taking away the First Amendment right, and they're trying to condemn Trump by saying he did something he didn't do on January 6th of 2021, which is pathetic. Because what about all the things Nancy Pelosi said? What about all the things Hillary Clinton said when she denied the fact that she lost in 2016? What about all the other times where people have denied losing, like Stacey Abrams, who still thinks that she's the governor of something, except she's the governor of her insane head, right? There's countless people that have said many insane things time after time after time. And we're going to just call out Donald Trump. They're picking at that man. And the reason why he is winning and he's so untouchable is because he has created a connection between himself and America, all of America, because everybody goes to McDonald's and everybody knows what a Big Mac tastes like. Everybody likes Diet Coke, and everybody wants to be connected to someone that wants to be connected to them. And that's what Donald Trump is, and that's what everybody else isn't. It's not about policy. It's not about what you're going to put in writing. And I know we want to talk about policy. And I know we want to talk about how we could change the government. But that's not what the connection is about. It's about having someone that could find a way to connect with you on your level. Donald Trump is a billionaire. He can buy whatever he wants. He has businesses not just in America, but around the entire world. They caught somebody that's not a politician and doesn't need the money. He never took a salary, right? And he's paying millions of dollars for lawyers for all these stupid ass cases they're putting him through. And they're showing who they are. There is no DOJ. Everything has been corrupted by Joe Biden and the far left progressive lunatic party. I'm sorry. There will be no debates with Joe Biden. They're going to try to eliminate RFK. They brought him to a speech where they tried to take away his ability to have speech. These people are insane. And just every time they start talking on CNN and everything, it's just a clear representation of bullshit. And I'm just over it. You can't take away rights that we have. It isn't 1846, and you don't have power like that. You work for the people of this country, and if you're not going to work for the people of the country, then you're not going to work in the party of anything. And that is it. We need to take our country back. We need to understand what our rights are and our power, and we need to stop playing around with these people. So there's that. Trump is for the people. When will they impeach Joe Biden? Every day I'm wondering if this will be the day when they finally go after corrupt Joe and his lying ass, who lied about college, lied about his wife, lied about his son, is okay with his other son having sex with the ex-wife of the other son that's dead, doesn't know his son's dead, corrupted as hell, acting like he wasn't a part of those conversations with Ukraine, Russia, China, who knows where else. He was there for all of that. He's not that stupid. And some of this stuff happened when he was vice president. You're telling me all these things happening with Biden and the only person they could talk about is Trump? This is America right now. America is China. And America is Venezuela and Cuba and every other shitty hyperinflated country outside of the United States of America. It all sucks. And I know we want to act like Canada is so pretty and Europe is so great and all these places are amazing, but are they really amazing? Let me be the one to tell you, no, they're not. Moving into the next part of our conversation. America is in fragments. And you know why America is in fragments? Because AOC won't shut the fuck up and be quiet. She is clearly a con artist and a fraud. They all are fraud. The Democratic Party is full of nothing but lying, cheating, scheming, pretending, faux pas, fake people, grifters. They want to use race, use ignorance, and use stupidity to succeed while they scheme away at your tax dollars and get paid for $170,000 Teslas living on top of Amazon in New York. Yeah, everybody knows AOC is a fraud using Instagram as her advantage so she can get to idiots that think social media is life. This is what's happening. This. Aren't you tired of this? Because I know I am. And finally, everything continues to rise in the United States. Gas is about to go back up to $4. And where's the inflation being fixed that they keep saying that's going down? I told you potato chips is $8. Everything is going up. I was looking at pasta sauce in the grocery store yesterday, and all the pasta sauce is $5.99 now. And it's not even a big can. And shit, for that amount of money, I could just make my own damn pasta sauce. Get some tomatoes, some onions, and some peppers, chop, and just make it myself with some garlic. Like the Italian way, man. I'll just do that. Why am I going to spend $8 on some damn Ryo sauce? See, that's what I'm talking about. I can't even make pasta without spending $90. See what I'm saying? That's inflation. The gas station. I got to go to work every day. See what I'm saying? I want a coffee, $8. I want a brownie, $40 for breakfast, dude. And then if you want to buy stuff for the week in the store, $100 a week, which is why I got a meal prep, and we'll talk about that on Veekstar. Everything is rising. They don't have a plan. They failed. They lied. They didn't have a plan. Joe Biden's not going to be the president of the United States of America. They're going to try to run Gavin Newsom. He's not going to win, and the president is going to be Trump. That's what's going to happen here. Ron DeSantis is not going to beat him. Vivek isn't going to either. And neither is Kim Scott or whatever that idiot woman is running around talking about how we need to help Ukraine. These people suck at talking to people that matter. They are supposed to be talking to independent voters and unaffiliated voters, and they're not speaking to them because those are the people that are looking at the price tags of everything, wondering how they're going to get to work. Are they going to pay their rent, or are they going to buy groceries? Those are the people that are trying to figure out, are they going to pay their phone bill, or are they going to pay for their child to get glasses? That's the class. And I'm not saying everybody is poor. I'm not saying everybody is in a bad situation. But I am saying that everybody is looking at the fact that everything is overpriced and doesn't make any sense. That's what I am saying. Wake up, vote smart, and do better things. Anyway, let's get to the tea of the day. The grass could be greener on the other side. And you're not going to know it's green until you go to the other side to see. I can tell you that often when you assume the grass is greener on the other side, it's not. I made that mistake at my last job, right? I thought, oh my God, this place is going to be so much better than the last place that I came from. Everything is going to be so much better. Only to realize everything was worse than what I thought it was. Okay. But sometimes the grass is greener on the other side. Not only is the grass greener, but the air is more fresher and the sky is bluer. And you can smell the flowers and you can hear the birds chirping. And there's a guy with a truck with ice cream and breakfast and lunch and dinner. And it's like a suite of paradise. And you can feel like just melodies and happiness. And sometimes that's what's on the other side. Now, I am relishing in that currently, right? Because I made a choice to get to the other side and see. And I just want to tell you that if you want to experience the greener grass, you got to make a choice. Do you want to be stuck in misery or do you want to have fun? It's up to you to make that decision. You don't have to be scared and fearful of anything. You have to be willing to let things go and try something different. Maybe the idea is that you can be better. Maybe the idea should be that you can try something new. And maybe the idea has to be you have to let things that didn't work go. You don't know the grass is greener until you step to the other side. That's the tea of the day. The green tea of the day is the grass is greener on the other side. And the only way you're going to know is if you step into it. Moving into the main part of the conversation, preferred rewards. Do you want to be rewarded for being a good customer? Because I think that should be something that's a apparel for a lot of things. That it should be attached to like memberships, and it should be attached to like if you're an investor or you have a financial advisor or you're a part of something that's really big. You should be getting some sort of preferred reward. You should be rewarded for your good customer value. Why are you doing business with somebody and they're not rewarding you? Like, what are you getting for doing business with them? If they have a company and there's only like 3 places you can go to be at the company, then you probably don't want to do your business with that company. You kind of want a company that has multiple routes for you to do business with, right? I would think that. In order for you to understand your value, you have to understand that you do deserve preferred rewards. You should be treated and rewarded for your good customer behavior, and you should be treated like you are an amazing customer with whatever business you're doing. And if you don't feel like that, you should leave. I found a new hair salon. I went back to Rena's on Celestine Highway, and I found a new nail shop. It's in a place not too far away from where I currently work. And I had an amazing experience getting my nails done. I love what the new Jennifer I have did. And I'm just so happy with the experience overall. I could have seriously been scared to make a difference, and I'd still be in the misery I was in before, right? I'd still be where I was. Going back to the mall, listening to people make me wait, sitting in the chair while they mess around, not being ready for me to arrive on time, changing the dates on me. And I'm not saying things don't happen to people, or they can't cancel, or they can't go on vacation, or they can't be humans. But I am saying people get to a limit when they're experiencing something. And I'm telling you that I got to mine. I'm telling you, I'm not a person that's going to want to experience stuff over and over and over again. That's basically what I'm saying. Understand your preferred rewards. Next up, set the trend. If you want to change something and you don't want to copy everybody else, then you, my friend, need to become a trend setter. And the only way you can become a trend setter is by doing something that no one else is doing. Wearing something that you don't see anybody else wearing. Wanting to rock those Vans that nobody else has. Wearing that jewelry that you can't find anywhere because you made it. Getting a new haircut. Getting a bob. Dyeing your hair a different color. Maybe getting streaks. Doing something no one else has done. That's the way you become a trendsetter. Wearing a jacket or a coat or doing something unlike anybody else is doing. That's how you become a trendsetter. Listening to music that nobody listens to. Walking a certain way. Talking a certain way. Wearing your lipstick like this. Doing your eyeliner. Doing something that nobody else is doing. If you want to make a difference, you have to be willing to be the change. I am a trendsetter. Join me and set the trend. Moving on from the fact that you can be a trendsetter and anybody else can be one too. Next topic is bad people get bad results because they're hateful people that are miserable. They don't like people. They don't want to talk to anybody. They're not sociable. They don't understand. If you're going to succeed in life, you got to be able to have conversations with really high, elite, top of the class people and really people that might not be that smart. You got to be able to have the conversations with the people that are eating at McDonald's and the people that are at the hibachi grill. Clearly, there's a difference. But maybe the people that eat at McDonald's eat at the hibachi grill too, depending on where the hibachi grill is. There's Elon Musk and there's the owners of Tony's Pizza. That's 2 different tiers. If you can only talk to Tony's Pizza because you're not brave enough to understand how to have an intelligent conversation with Elon Musk, you've already lost. Bad people, really horrible, miserable people that go out of their way to make other people's lives horrible and are mean and cruel and unjust and hateful people end up getting everything they deserved. They end up getting their just desserts, and they end up getting everything back that they gave out. So when people are mean and cruel to me and horrible, like really horrible and bad, I just allow them to do it because God is in control, and God in Jesus Christ has me. And I said it the other day. When you do something bad for you, God has a present for you that you don't expect to get. There's that. You have to understand you're going to reap what you sow. You're going to get it all back. That's why you're supposed to be nice to people, because bad people get bad results. Next up, no, you don't have to like failure. I told you last week, I don't remember what day it was, I like people that are responsible, and I like being in a professional environment. If I'm spending my money on something like my hair and my nails, I don't want to see your kids running around. If I'm spending something on my hair and nails, I want you to be focused on what I'm spending my money on. Why do I feel like that? Because I value my money and I work really hard for it. Nobody gives me anything. So if I'm deciding to spend my money somewhere on a service that's being provided to me, I expect the service being provided to me is going to be provided to me in the way it's supposed to be provided to me. No distractions, no, oh, I booked this person here type shit. I don't like that. Now, I had a horrible experience with a hairdresser that I've told you about so many times, and I've just had bad experiences in environments that I did not like. I got rid of the mall environment with the nails and the hair and JCPenney salon because I just couldn't take any more of the ignorance and just the insanity, man. I don't need to be around that. Also, I don't want to be at a mall. There's nothing in the mall I want. Cheap clothes, horrible styles, and just overrated crap. I'm good, man. There's nothing in the mall I need. If I want Vans, I could just order them online. Anything I need, I don't need to go to the mall to get it. I'm good. Like, pass. You don't have to be like a failure. Meaning, just because it's easy for you to not do things, and just because it's easy for you to not put in hard work, doesn't mean you should do that. Because I'm telling you, I'm getting turned off by unprofessionalism, but I'm also telling you that the people acting unprofessional know they're acting unprofessional, and they don't care about the fact that they'll never see me again, and I'm taking my money somewhere else. Because they're not paying attention. So like I said, you don't have to like failure. And I don't like it. So I'm not going to be a part of any of it. I'm moving on. That ship has sailed. And Star isn't available for failing. Join me on the winning train, where we will succeed without any peril. Moving into the last part of the conversation. Where did authenticity go? I don't know. But I'm pretty sure the authenticity left when social media, entertainment, and the society told women and men and anybody, if you didn't make a certain amount of money, if your skin wasn't tanned, if you didn't have 5 million tattoos, if you didn't wear weave all the time, if you didn't do all these things, you weren't going to be successful. And people believed it. People believe that they need to be on TikTok all day, YouTube all day, Facebook all day, Instagram and Snapchat. And that has to be their entire lives. They have to comment about everything they're doing, and they're looking for people to give them a reaction. Now, I sometimes use Instagram primarily to take pictures of food because I find food so fascinating and I like looking at pictures of it. But outside of that, I don't really go on social media like that because it's not for me. Like, if I want to talk to anybody that's important, I could call them, text message them, or FaceTime them. and that's it. Or if it's something really important, I need something done, I can also send an email. Who am I talking to on social media? Granted, I'm a podcaster, so if you do send me a response, yeah, I'll talk to the people that listen to the podcast, like my listeners. Well, it would be viewers if I had an actual podcast, but it's listeners, right? So outside of the people that are following me and listening to me on the podcast, why would I be on social media? I could understand I would be on social media because I'm a podcaster, right? I can understand that. But authenticity is separating yourself from everybody else and providing something that other people don't. I think it's authentic that I actually care about the work I do. I value the idea of being on time, being reliable, being responsible, and setting myself higher. Understanding that there are different tiers and where I want to be, right? I value those things. I think they're important. And I also think other people think they're important. Having cognitive conversations with people and understanding that people are different, holding the door for people, having conversations with the lady in the grocery store line because she's having a bad day and she needs somebody to talk to, right? Listening to somebody in an environment where they're feeling lonely and they're feeling like they don't have anybody to really have a moment with, and just being an ear to listen. I find myself authentic because I'm able to put the many above the few. And that's important. It's not about me, it's about you. And I understand that. And I say a lot of things on this podcast, especially about politics and a bunch of other things. But what makes this authentic is that it's real, there's no filters, and I'm a human being first more than anything else. And I understand the loneliness and talking to that old lady in Savers, and she doesn't have anybody to talk to, and having a fun conversation with her about shoes for 5 to 7 minutes is going to make her day for the rest of the day. And it's just 5 to 7 minutes of me not going to look at pocketbooks on a wall. Holding the door for that young man that is in a wheelchair that needs help. Helping the lady get her bags in the car in the parking lot at the grocery store. These are authentic things. And that's what makes me me. And I won't apologize for that. In fact, I'll look for more opportunities to be authentic in these ways. Because society and the Kardashians and we and all these whack stations and crappy social media where you need to get a like and you want somebody to give you a heart on Facebook have destroyed the idea of authenticity, and they want everybody to look the same way. And I'm telling you, you're not going to get anywhere with that. You don't want to be a sheep among idiots. Instead, you want to be a lion among the wolves. There's only one way up, by climbing and fighting for it. That's it. But thrifting is the next part of this conversation. And let's get to it. Oh my God, I love thrifting. It's my favorite thing to do. I could go in Savers and Goodwill and the actual thrift store. And I just love being in the environment doing these things. I find it so fun. And that's basically the only stores I shop in right now are Savers and Goodwill and the thrift store. That's it. I don't even go into the other stores anymore because they don't have anything I want. They have shitty quality and it costs too much money and it's not worth it. Outside of like Lord & Taylor and Macy's, I'm good. I'm done. I don't need these other stores. I hate them all. I told you how I felt about Forever 21 like a year ago and it still sucks and I'm still not into it. And H&M is the same thing. Once in a while, H&M will have good things. But overall, they just have crappy quality, and why I'm going to spend my money on that? And Old Navy has taken a turn for the worse, and they won't ever see me again. I'm good. Next. So thrifting is fun. I have a lot of fun doing it, and I think you should join me in the thrifting world. You get things for discounted prices, and you get to really make your living setting unique. And I can't imagine ever buying a couch from a store. I'm always going to get furniture from the Goodwill and Savers. Just because I can't imagine spending thousands of dollars on furniture that I don't really care about. I'm not doing it. And I don't think you should either. Moving into the next part of the conversation, let's get into watching things. There's so much to watch and there's so little time. I've got so much to look at and I don't even know where to start. Me and Skip have our own shows to watch together and I got my own things to watch without him. And I don't even know if I have time to do all of it, but I'm going to try it. Monday Night Raw, I'm not feeling it. I feel like they need to get better people on these shows. These people are just boring. I don't want to hear about Dominic and the other guy that fought Seth again and lost. And like, I'm over it. I'm tired of hearing about the Judgment Day. I'm sick of it. I don't want to hear about the twins that just got put on from NXT. And these people are whack. And these fights are boring. And now that I started really seriously getting into AEW, I just feel like Monday Night Raw is on way too damn long. And it's not good. I don't know. Just saying. Can't do it. I don't think I'm watching it. But we'll see what happens. Lincoln Lawyer Season 2, I still haven't started yet, but I need to. I'm okay with these people in Hollyweird going on a strike because I don't really watch anything that they're doing anyway. I'm mostly on Max, Paramount Plus, Netflix, Hulu, and Peacock. I don't really go to the movies to watch anything unless it's a movie that's worth me going to see. And I was the person in 2017 and 2018 that was telling people to unlock their Fire TVs because I figured out how to do it with YouTube. So me being that person that doesn't really like spending a ridiculous amount of money on the movies and doesn't like it, they could do whatever they want forever because I don't really go to the movies anyway. So you're not making me mad. You're just pissing off everybody else that wants to see something and now they got to wait. So you're making yourself irrelevant. And that's okay with me because I got enough streaming services that I pay for and that I watch that I just don't care. So, and I also have a DVD collection. So if everything else fails, I just plug the damn DVD player in and I got enough movies to watch for the rest of my entire life. I have a James Bond collection that I gave my husband for a gift and there's like 79 movies in that. So that alone is going to take us a long time to look at. Guess what, Hollyweird? We don't care about any of you idiots that are working part-time in Hollywood and you didn't get the message because it's not a survivable gig. It never was and it never was supposed to be. You are all confused and very lost and I have no sympathy for you. And Fran Drescher should be ashamed of her rich ass self. But keep going. Keep going. You're just all a bunch of idiots. Just saying. Hollyweird is dying. Mission Impossible got beat out by Sound of Freedom. Yeah. Sound of Freedom beat Mission Impossible in America. Ha! Ha! Moving into food, green bean salad. Don't knock it till you try it. It's green beans, cherry tomatoes, olive oil, and feta with Dijon mustard. Don't knock it till you try it. You can eat that with anything. Hot or cold, easy to make, maybe take 7 minutes. You can put whatever the remainder is in the fridge and have that with something different. Quick meals, I'm talking about like one skillet meal things where you shove everything in a pan and you can be done with it between 15 and 30 minutes. You could make easy, cheesy lasagna casserole in the skillet. You just dump tomatoes, use a stand blender, blend that up in there, then you add in the beef or the ground pork or ground chicken, whatever you want to do with it. Then you add in a chopped sausage, primarily spicy Italian. Then you add in the pepper, the onion, the garlic, mix that in. Then in another pan, then you add in some chicken stock, right? And some heavy cream. Then you add in you crack some lasagna noodles, shove that in, add some cheese, add some ricotta, leave that in a pan, give it about 10 minutes, done. 10 to 15 minutes, you just made a lasagna skillet, right? You could do easy things like Zoodles every other day, or simple things, or no dough pizzas. Simple things that do not take a lot of time. You can do that every day of the week, and you will not be feeling like, how am I going to get through this? Keto chicken enchilada, I found the recipe for that. If you're looking for it, go find it on Pinterest. I love my new zucchini meals. No, not zucchini, but I love my new weekly meals. And I like the fact that I don't have to make them, and they're healthy and they're portioned out and they're correct. And Zoodles with meat sauce. Like I just said, Zoodles, olive oil, shove in the tomatoes, add in the ground beef, mix it around, add in 2 chopped onions and peppers and garlic. Done. Put some mint on top of that or some parsley. Boom. It's very delicious, and I really think you're going to like it. My friends, that is the end of this Monday podcast. Thank you for tuning in to Born to Be a Star. And I will see you same place, same time tomorrow on Tuesday. Bye.